Well everybody, welcome back to another episode of Lawless Motorsports. Today we're out in the shop working on the old C-10, trying to get it ready for C-10s in the Valley, Maggie Valley, North Carolina. Today we're going to be working on an Aldan American rear coilover kit. We've been having several issues with wheel hop, and hopefully it solves that. As of right now, we've got the stock set up. Let me get a flashlight here. So the stock, this is actually, these shocks are the wrong shocks for this vehicle. If you look on O'Reilly's website, no fault of their own, it shows two different sizes. These are the shorter ones for 70 C-10, and they do not fit right. They keep the rear end pulled way up, and that partially is due to these 2-inch drop blocks we have. That's our issue there. So once we get this taken care of, we get the stock springs out and get the stock shocks out, and the new Aldan American kit. The coilovers are Aldan American, but the brackets and everything are from Western Chassis. So that's where I got all that, but it's a bolt-in top kit. These are factory riveted in, so we'll get those knocked out and bolt the top ones in, and then the bottom ones they just bolt in the stock location from the U-bolts. So we'll get those out, get the new setup in. This kit did not come with U-bolts, but I had a set laying around, so we'll use those. Yeah, here's everything. Came with all the hardware, upper lower brackets, and I believe these are single adjustable rear coilovers. So we'll get those in, get the ride height set, and then we'll start playing around with the stiffness setting on them. But yeah, let's get started on that. Here's the part number. So yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Kyle Ford's Pinstriping in White Pine, Tennessee. He did a great job on our doors. Really appreciate it, Kyle. He did it in 2 days, so that was a real big achievement in my books there. That's top notch. So I want to thank him, and anybody ever needs any pinstriping or door lettering or anything like that done, he can hook you up. But as I was saying, here's our reason we were having wheel hop issues. Here's the clearance on the driver's side. We'll go over here to the passenger side and look at that, and there's the clearance on it. Passenger side's tucked up a whole lot more. Not really sure what the issue there is, other than the shocks have the rear end pulled up for some reason on one side farther. A lot of it's due to the track bar in the rear where it's angled. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of, because right now the shocks are fully extended when it's sitting on the ground, as it would be right now even with it not even touching the ground. So we should have some movement up and down, but right now we have no up travel. So we'll get that taken care of and hopefully do a little better. Last night we went to Cruise In, and Sam got a little wild. I'll put a link to that, or put a clip in of that. So as you can see, Sam's not afraid to blow my junk up. You know, it's okay, Sam. But we found an exhaust leak on the driver's side header. He pulled in, he said, hey, there's something ticking. So we found that. We'll have to put a header gasket in before C-10's in the Valley. But other than that, let's see if we can get these coilovers on real quick. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and zip these stock shocks off right here. Get those out of the way, get the rear end from being bound up. My battery wasn't dead. Okay, time for a battery, I guess. Yep, I better put a jack under it. Okay. Well, that was aggravating. Let's try and get the other side. Okay, so now we got the rear end supported. We're going to take the upper shock bolts out and get the U-bolts loosened up and get the lower shock brackets off of the trailing arms. And then we'll have to drill out or cut out those rivets holding the upper shock brackets in. Oh, come on, work with me. Seems like just the other day I was putting these new spring retainers in. That was about a year ago, so time goes by. Okay, we got the old stuff out. The old springs are out. All the spring perches and everything. Got the new coil-over lower brackets in. New U-bolts. Took the 2-inch drop box out. And got this side done as well. So now I'm getting ready to drill out the rivets, cut them out, and we'll get the upper brackets out and get the new ones in, and then we should be able to bolt it up and set everything as far as ride height and where we're happy. So let's see what we can do. I did have to cut 2 inches off these U-bolts. They were 10-inch U-bolts. I only needed 8s. Stock size is 8, so that's where we're at with it. got the upper coilover brackets mounted. It's time to mount the coilovers themselves. We got the lowers in and the uppers in. Just need to put some bolts in and light her down, see where it sits at. Alright, here it is. Finally got them bolted up. I'm going to drop it down, see where it sits at. Everything seemed to fit pretty good. So let's see what it looks like on the ground. Well, there it is. Definitely sits a whole lot lower. We can adjust it up if we need to, but I think it sits good right there. So we're one step closer to C-10s in the valley. Got to fix the exhaust leak and do a little bit of a front end alignment, get some of the camber out of the front tires, and I think that's it.